What's going on, Silver Squad? I'm RJ,
I'm Desiree.
Gerald, you saw that?
Jay, and I don't want to end up on the island.
And I'm AJ.
and welcome to the Silver Site. Today, we're going to be going over a sport. We're doing a spoiler review on Predator Badlands. So, if you have not seen the movie and you don't want to be spoiled, please feel free to pause this video after you like and subscribe. Watch the movie and come back because we're not going to spare any thought, any plot point. This is a full-on spoiler review of Predator Badlands. So, before we jump into what we actually thought of the movie, I'm gonna go around real quick, and we're just gonna flow after this. You guys give me your overall thoughts on Predator Badlands, Desiree, and we'll go in order.
It was amazing. I'm satisfied. Cool. Yeah, it was great.
Okay.
All right. Sorry to snatch the rug out from under you, young lady. I thought it was okay.
Okay.
I have my reasons, but I thought it was okay.
Okay.
I loved it, man. I'm a big Predator fan, so no complaints.
Yeah, I didn't think it was good. I think it was I think it was okay.
I think I'm gonna be the tiebreaker here. I loved it. I really enjoyed it. I think because I'm a lower person. The person that did see, I'm a lower person, and so I think I liked it more. I think I liked it a lot during, but after I got home and I did more research on Predator lore, because y'all know I'm scared of everything, and so I actually had to kind of dig deep because I've only seen like maybe 2 of the Predator movies because I was too scared. So I enjoyed it. I think it definitely added to the lore of the franchise, and I think the movie was good. Some pacing issues, if I'm being honest, but I think everything was enjoyable. The action, the dialogue, the script, I enjoyed it thoroughly.
Oh man, I love Deck, man. I think Deck was like one of the best, definitely the best part, one of the best parts because just seeing the evolution just happened so quickly. Him, adjusting the different parts of when he was thrown onto that island.
Mm-hmm.
I just loved how he used the creativity behind it. I was telling Des that he just used different kinds of parts of like tree bark or the cut grass, like the razor blade glass to survive because he really was in a position where he only had himself.
Right.
And I think that he was just a badass. He was really cool.
Yeah, I didn't think the storyline was good though.
Mhm.
To me, I didn't really think the storyline was that good. This to me, this was my first Predator movie.
Oh,
So I came in with open eyes. It was my first Predator movie. And I think like I enjoyed Deck, but I wish he had more character development.
Mm.
I think he had great character development.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Not, in a sense, yeah, but not like to my liking.
Okay.
Okay.
So AJ, I won't fight you on it because I honestly I had to go see it again to kind of tie some things together. But being that you've only been exposed to this particular iteration, I don't know. It's crazy that you feel like just thought it was okay because you don't have anything else to compare it to. But as opposed to me, I've seen all the other ones. So how I see this movie, yes, I was cool with them having Deck as like the main character, and you actually get to see it through the eyes of this warrior.
Yeah.
However, I feel like you got better stories out of the other ones because there was a lot more, mystery to how they operate. So that's why I feel like it was just okay because everything you showed me, you didn't really. Yes, Deck's character I thought was cool, but he was trying to prove so much. I think I struggled to connect to such a vanilla story and the character development because I'll be honest, the jokes and all that stuff, it just took me out of it.
I really enjoyed the story because I think it was simple. I think we understood what the purpose was.
Yeah.
But I also liked how it was kind of like that twist at the end that it kind of turned into something else because I think this is one movie that for me as a big Predator fan that we needed because I wanted to finally see it from the Predator's aspect because I feel like we have seen it so many times from the human aspect not to say as a bad thing, because I love all the Predator movies, but I feel like this was the one that really helped set a certain tone because it helped explore a little bit more of the Yautja culture. Because if you think about it too, in comics or novels and stuff, Deck didn't have the mask, and you know that enhances their abilities to become better predators. So I respect Deck for not having the mask and be able to survive on the most dangerous planet.
Well, he had to earn the mask, right? Wasn't this because from my understanding,
that was to earn the cloak.
He said not a Yautja yet, like Deck of the Yautja, not yet. He kept saying that.
So Jay, so let me ask you this question: what was Deck's purpose of going to that planet?
So okay, well in Yautja culture, it's you know how they said like we don't believe in weakness,
right?
So like in different tribes, basically, you have to prove yourself. Like you have to because you have to like make your clan stronger because they kill the weak, they get rid of you. So he was always seen as like the weakest, and with him being able to go to this place was not just a chance to prove himself, but also to become a better warrior, and which he did because he got a lot of creativity out, or used a lot of creativity to get out of certain situations to prove not only to his clan but to himself.
Yeah, he had to prove something to his clan, his father, himself, and he also did it for his brother. He was looked at as the runt, within the clan. And so by him hunting this sort of invisible sacred creature, such as the Caslisk, or is it Calisk? I'm sorry. That helped to prove his place, or prove that he has a place within this clan.
I did find it interesting, though, that there was no rite of passage. He just created that for himself. Remember, his father told his brother, "Hey, why is this dude still here?" So I did think that was interesting. Like typically in tribal lore, it's like the rite of passage. Like you're gonna be a boy becomes a man, so we're gonna send you on this journey. And bro was like, "No, I'm gonna go do it myself because obviously y'all don't have any, y'all have no plans of keeping me around." And his brother was kind of like, well, in a sense, he was basically training them because they were, having their deal. So the fact that the dad pulled up and was like, "Hey, man, why haven't you taken care of this?"
Right.
I thought that was very interesting, for that to happen.
So, Gerald, you love Predator. You love Killers of Killers. I know that for a fact.
Oh, definitely.
So, not to compare the two, but what do you think, as far as like, the lore and the history, like the interactions between these Predators, what did you like better that Killer of Killers did versus this?
Well, obviously they're telling from a different perspective. So I think Killer of Killers, what they were able to do in that one was just get to the meat of it, and they obviously had a different plot point that we were trying to get to. In this one, I didn't dislike what he was trying to accomplish. I just disliked how they were telling me the story, because once he got to the planet, I was like, okay, I'm all for it. Let's watch him try to not die, the whole time. And it was so much.
I get what you're saying, but that's like watching the Hunger Games and only caring about what happens in the arena. Like what happens before and after in the arena kind of matters too, because that's part of the world building. Like we can't just drop him on a planet and like not know why he's there. So I feel like everything that we learned before he gets to the planet is something that helps me understand why he's there, and it helps me. It really helped me root for him once I realized what was going on. That he was trying to prove something. He was trying to, not be the one that gets, cold or whatever killed for being weak. And so I think that I get what you're saying, but I feel like the planet was where it did pick up, and that was the important part. But I feel like feeding the why was also equally important.
Well,
I liked it.
Yeah, it was there, but I think there was about like after he got to the planet, there got to a lull after I think he finally picked what's her name, Thea, or whatever.
That was the worst for me.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's where it dipped for me, because they started throwing in all those like Ragnarok style jokes and trying to just keep and it just kept it off balance.
Like, how I feel about that. I hate serious moments that end up having comedy in them. That pisses me off.
That's where
I see what you mean, though.
That's where my struggle was, because it was like, okay, tonally, what are y'all trying to do? like, I get it. Her character was a synth, so she doesn't have any emotion. So the things she was saying wasn't completely resonating with him, because he was like, look, I'm about this business and you cracking jokes, you know, even though it wasn't like a buddy cop thing at that point. But for me, I was just like, okay, these jokes they're not landing the way I think y'all think they are. Yeah. So that's where my issue was. And I stayed and I couldn't break out of that mode because I felt like it was the polar opposite of when, you know, she was playing the sister. The sister was all business. So it was like, it was this weird clashing, and Deck is just kind of, you know,
that's fair. That's
window
fair.
dressing.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair, because I mean, this is one time I will say though, it didn't bother me because I feel like it did fit for this.
Same, yeah.
Okay.
But I think that's a valid complaint though.
Paint that picture for me though, because I struggled. I'm gonna be honest.
The only reason I think that it's not in this situation is not like one of those cringy moments for me is because, like, I think it's because strictly that the creature, the callus, the baby callus, because it was learning, and also Deck was learning too, like on a new place, on a new planet. So I think maybe there was some kind of, they're both like extraterrestrial creatures, so they're adjusting, and they're trying to like make a funny way out of it to make it seem like everything's going to be okay eventually. But I see what you mean in terms of like how they kind of like use those kind of like style of jokes.
It was some neat interplay that they did. Like when the callus first put him on his back, I was like, why are you not dead? And then I put two and two together later that he smelled the other one, the baby one, on him.
Yeah.
So it never clicked until I was like, oh, I get it now. That's why he basically survived.
Yeah, I think the dynamics between Thea, Deck, and Bud, I think the writers took a risk with this, which I can appreciate. I think no movie should just be serious. You know, no one movie should just be serious, a constant serious movie throughout. And also vice versa when it comes to comedy. Some things might not have landed, but I think it more so just spoke to her personality as a synthetic. And so for me personally, I feel like there was a bit of a balance that I actually liked. I ended up liking her a lot more actually throughout the film. Because it was a clear distinction between her and her sister.
Definitely.
The actual synthetic, you know. But I feel like she brought a little bit of the human aspect, which I think is important, given that there aren't any humans in this film. Right. We as humans, we're in the audience, still need something to kind of, you know.
Well, that was the what do you call it? I guess it was the mission driven portion with her sister. So I thought that was, it made sense. I still struggled with it mainly because I guess it just was one of those things where I was just like, I'm not rocking with this. I don't know. It just didn't do it.
But if you think of it this way, though,
I agree with you saying.
Yeah. If you think of it this way, though, the culture and tone of most of the Predator movies, all of the films, they kind of have a bit of that. They do have a little bit of the corny reaction, interactions. They do have a bit of the corny jokes, you know, because I think sometimes we think in terms of Alien, where
that's hold your breath all the time. Like no second to breathe.
Predator has its own sort of, you know, tone. And so for me, it was a little bit easier to accept because, if you watch all the Predator movies, there are a lot of corny stuff that happens in there, a lot of corny jokes. Some things don't land, but that's just kind of the nature of the movie or of that particular franchise.
Well, that's the more recent stuff. The older ones, there was so much, there were so many unknowns about whatever this is, it's just killing people. And plus it was happening in more modern times, you know, especially with like Danny Glover. It's happening like
Danny Glover. Go back and watch it though. A lot of corny
but he
was waiting his whole life to play that role. You can tell. I love him.
But if you think about it, like how from that standpoint, even from a writing standpoint, if you think about it, like we have to understand. Obviously, these are some dated movies. You know, and so how we see them now especially me as a kid seeing them, I'm gonna totally understand it differently now, and have a different, not only perspective, but different respect for what they were trying to show us. You know, and I think a lot more people are more easily drawn into these deals now because we know something else is coming next.
Yes,
I think just even as we've just stepped off of a really good show with Alien Earth, this is directly tied to that, really.
That Killer of Killers. Some theories there.
But Alien Earth, I thought that was neat how they just literally just dropped the Weyland-Yutani stuff, boom, just like that. And like, yikes. So
Weyland-Yutani is always doing something.
Always involved in something.
Just give it up. My God.
Shade is real.
AJ, what did you think of the fight scenes and the action scenes and like the monsters and stuff and all that?
To me, that was the best part of the movie was the fighting scenes. Yeah, that was the best part. But my whole thing, which I was just talking about, like I said, I've never seen the Predator movies, so I can't really
that's right.
enter those conversations. But I just really thought like Deck, like he was gonna gain something. I understand like his environment, you know, he learned from his environment and he took what he seen or killed and he did what he did. But he didn't kill nothing. He was just, he had help. And then from having help, you know, to killing her sister, then going fighting your dad, to me it's just crazy and winning.
So he did learn something though.
But this is why I said that I could be the Predator. This is why I said that. Like I feel like I could take him. In a
All right,
fight.
let's.
I feel like I would stomp him out.
Strength wise, he didn't learn nothing though.
Like
I think your screen just turned off.
Come
on, man.
I can take him on. Like I feel like I could beat any Predator.
AJ, bro, this dude tried to murder our text chat yesterday, talking about all the ways he could whoop Deck, and I was just like, come on, man.
I mean, like strength wise, I mean, he didn't grow within strength.
No.
Come on now, like out of everything, he just had help from everybody,
which is not bad though.
No, I'm not saying it is, but he was there to conquer something.
So there was a key phrase that was used right before he got hit with them dang darts.
Oh yeah.
She said, "Use me as a tool." And he said, "You are a tool," and that's what he did. And that was why he was wearing her like C-3PO on his back. I mean, that was direct. That was a direct correlation to Empire Strikes Back. That was
absolutely
100% throwback callback to that.
Because from what I gathered about him is that he wanted to do that all on his own initially.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I think that whole when she said that made something click inside of his head. And what it is, if you look at the ending of it, he started to see everything around him as a tool. Like he really became the ultimate Predator because he didn't just rely on whatever he had. He learned to use his environment around him to come to his advantage.
Did y'all peep when he was fighting his dad? That he stole the deal off his belt, and then so his dad reached for it, and he's like, "Nah, player," and threw it on the ground.
Oh my goodness!
And that's when he locked him down. So he learned. He
became mentally stronger.
Yes.
It's not always in power. It's not always physical. Just his the thought of even just turning on his ship to see his father.
That was smart.
That
was cool as hell.
Being on that planet increased his battle IQ. I think that's what he may not be the biggest. He may not be the strongest, but I think that planet made him mentally stronger. It really increased his battle IQ, and he learned a lot on this planet. Like had he not gone to that planet, he would have never learned to use his environment. He would have never beat his dad.
Exactly. That's RJ. You would be dead in about 4 seconds.
Yeah, he would.
I would listen. I would have whooped Predator ass. Like,
I can say for sure.
There's nothing that man could do.
What I seen.
Your hands. I could
That's
beat
enough.
his ass.
Just put me on another planet and let me train for a couple months, and I'm good.
So I do see what you're saying.
So AJ and RJ both will be dead in about 13 seconds.
Listen, all that matter of fact, all I need to beat Predator.
Always coming back.
I could beat Predator with a paperclip. That's
okay. All right. Yeah, no.
Okay.
That's enough. That's enough.
No problems.
I don't know about a paperclip, but
AJ, like, I don't want to seem like I'm going hard on you because, like, I just because, like, I see what you're saying though at the same time too, because, like, yes, I mean I think the tools that like he had were already there and were presented on that on that planet. But I mean, to be fair, because like I said, I'm not gonna go hard on you because also Yachas are very individual. Like, they have a clan, but they do when they do go to conquer something. Yes, they don't need help.
Right.
So they do things on their own or they die. You know, because like
look at Alien versus Predator. Look at Alien versus Predator though. That xenomorph, whatever, xenophyte. What's the word?
Xenomorph.
Yeah, you said it right.
That xenomorph had his number, if it wasn't for Sanaa Lathan's character. So I think it's sort of like they act like they so. This is why I could beat their ass. They act like they so honorable until they lose, and now you about to use your environment. Now you about to team up with somebody. Before you was ready to kill everybody until you couldn't.
The sharpest thing on you is your teeth.
Hey, Gerald,
these got razor blade tails. They got freaking. Oh gosh, they got.
You know what's one thing that that RJ's forgetting about? Because remember in the first Predator, the end scene, he lost. But RJ, how are you going to escape the explosion? He's gonna set off an explosion on his little wrist.
All I gotta do is hold my hand out.
Like you Neo now.
No. That's how powerful I am. Like he's not touching me. He's not.
I think the most important thing that a lot of people have missed with this film is that Dec and Thea can obviously relate because they were both betrayed by, family.
Of course.
And it was through each other that they found friends. And along the way, of course, they found Bud, who happened to be, the I guess daughter, if you will, of the palace.
Yeah.
It just goes to show you that sometimes your clan doesn't have to look like you.
Yeah, exactly. Because in the end, he said like you could take the clan. His dad was like, I'm defeated. Take the clan. I guess you were the strongest. He's like, and Dec's like, take the clan. I already got my own clan, buddy.
Yeah.
Was this technically a chosen family movie?
Pretty much, I think so. Because and even though in the way that it ended, this is why I think it connects to Killer of Killers somehow, some way. But of course, the mother showing up in the end.
Yeah,
I feel like there's going to be a mission of some sort or a hint at them possibly looking for those who escaped the I forgot what planet it was in Killer of Killers. Those three individuals.
Yeah. They ended up they ended up anchoring her to keep her from being able to get to.
Oh, shit, somebody got left behind, right?
But I feel like it's bigger. But this story in of itself had a lesson in it, but it's also setting up for something else.
So you don't think he's about to fight his mom?
No, I don't think that. I don't think
so.
I could beat his mom too. I'm gonna say
all right. You know what?
No. I like that's what it seemed
by
like.
Myself.
We're gonna get canceled just because of these tall tales.
Like he's about to get into it with his mom because you see all these other predators come out the blue.
Yeah. Well, I think the fact that the other predators came out was a sort of respect thing after they'd done seeing what he just did to the head honcho. The mother, I don't know. I feel like there's going to be some sort of mission that she wants to send his new clan on.
Yeah.
Well, when I was looking at like Predator like videos and stuff like that, I was listening to them and they said that the society in general is not patriarchal, it's matriarchal. And the only time the women get involved is if something egregious happened. And so from my understanding, killing your father is extremely dishonorable.
It is.
So I don't know.
Even though he was trying to kill you first, though, it's self-defense.
It is self-defense.
I don't think because I think with the father being the head, and he said, hey, he needs to go, and the brother didn't do it, so he killed the brother, and his plan was to go ahead and kill him when he got back, or if he made it back. So I think since the dad made that decision, I think the idea was if he don't kill him, then now mom gets to intervene. So
I think that's
what.
Let
me ask you this: do you think if he would have brought back the head of what's the name? Callus. Yeah, if he would have brought the head back up to Callus, do you think his father would have been like, all right, you can stay, or do you think he was going to
I think he would have betrayed him.
I think he would have killed him anyway.
I think he would have. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I only say that because he still would probably been like, okay, yeah, you still got the prize, but he's still seen him as like you're still weak, buddy. Like,
remember the brother threw him on the ship before he started getting ready to fight him. So he already knew he was gonna kill him, try to kill him either way.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But the thing is, I think that his father probably would have accepted him because his father couldn't kill the Callisto. In the beginning, his brother was like, our father is scared.
No, he said he was scared of him. But I don't think he ever went to try to go do it.
Scared and beat me. That doesn't.
But the thing is, other predators have and they die. Nobody ever came back when they went to fight this thing. So I feel like if he would have brought the head back, he would have accepted him. But the thing is, Deck probably still would have killed him because he was so close to his brother. I don't think he would have forgave his father for killing his brother.
Yeah, y'all just like, even if you are still a part of their clan, even like one ounce, like 1 inch of like weakness they see in you, like they don't respect you. And so I think they will just he probably would have killed him.
Yeah, I think this, if not what I said about the mission, I think the mother made her presence, or I think her coming represents her dealing with his transgressions, like dealing with what happened.
Yeah.
It's something. So AJ, I don't think you're off at all.
I don't think you're off at all either. Yeah. Now, RJ, I asked Des this too because I want to see what you would say, and you too, Gerald and AJ. If let's say there's no humans on a planet and there's an all-out war with as many predators and aliens. I mean, we kind of saw it in Alien vs. Predator, but overall, do you think the aliens would beat the predators or the predators would beat the aliens in an all-out war? Now, I think the aliens might overrun the predator fan, only because I think they have a little bit more things that are tinker to them.
Yeah,
they got
the tails, the mouths.
Yeah. I mean, if I could be the predator, I could beat the predator, so I think that the aliens will win. So, it's an easy question. Like I can beat the predator, but obviously the aliens will win because I can't be the alien. That's just like alien, me, then the predators. Like, come on.
I'm gonna go with RJ. So.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, AJ? What you think?
I feel like the aliens will win.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They have more. I think the aliens have more of a hive mind mentality.
That
they can strategize a little bit better. So
and predators be jumping people. They can't, like, if it's 1v1, like equal number of predators and aliens, like they gotta.
It would be for them. Yeah, for them it's more of a competition.
Yeah. Predators move. I mean, even though they move like humans, they're still like extraterrestrial creatures. They're just stronger and enhanced.
Yeah.
Predators have a better advantage against alien, in my opinion, mostly when they're invisible to the alien.
Yes, absolutely.
I think that's the only sort of advantage.
Yeah, I just think
they see through that because didn't the AVP didn't somebody cloak and the alien still?
I think they can sense it.
I think so.
They can sense
I think they can sense it, but because their hearing is really good, but they can't.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, they just gonna jump the predators.
Like,
It's my block.
This is my
it's over.
Wrong hood.
Right.
So,
aliens are a force, man.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that if it's just a level playing field and it's like one for every predator, there's an alien. I gotta go with alien. Like Jay said, like they're human. Predators are humanoids essentially, and I definitely don't see predator.
No.
At all.
After watching Invasion, my mind is different.
Yeah.
Invasion changed my mind a lot about aliens. I'm like,
no.
I'm trying to mess with
and then plus alien. I mean, look at Alien, which I really hope eventually with them doing Romulus and Predator, hopefully they can do another Alien versus Predator.
Yes.
And I'm available. Like if y'all need like fight choreography and anything like that, I can tell y'all what I would do.
Dude is serious.
I'm dead serious. Like, I was thinking that in the theater. I'm like, I could win. And then they had to jump him in the end. Like they don't never fight one-on-one because none of them fight. So
I wonder how much love Trachtenberg has for the Alien series enough to collab with them to do that because he's doing well with the Predator stuff.
Yeah.
So I wonder if obviously the they threw in the Weyland-Yutani stuff, but I wonder how locked in he would really be into trying to do that. You know,
my thing is like, would you use Deck in that movie, or
not necessarily? I mean,
Predator?
you could there's so many iterations. You could kind of do whatever. You have to.
I feel like Deck should be in that movie if they were to do it
somehow, some way.
Yeah,
not like be the main, you know, but also be like just like show up like, oh, like that, like there's another Predator's Deck, you know, like that.
Yeah.
Will we see him in Prey too?
That's what I'm curious about because the way what was it ended? Killers. When we saw her in the I think it was like that.
Yeah, she was in
she was frozen or whatever.
In the
yeah, so I want to see what happens with that.
Yeah, if there's any connection at all.
Yeah.
Did y'all see what I sent in the TikTok group chat about like the damn iRobot had the Weyland?
Oh yeah.
And so they were saying that there's a theory that the synth intelligence, that's where it started, was with like the iRobot or whatever. That's why I asked, like, is this real? Because it kind of threw me off because I've seen iRobot like mad times and I've never noticed like the logo for the Weyland technology or whatever. And so somebody had a theory that like the synth technology was birthed from the AI and iRobot going left.
Yeah, that's crazy too because the Weyland-Yutani symbols on like one of the like crates or something. I think in iRobot something. So that's wild, but.
Crazy.
So
I don't think it's canon. I think it's just because they have the rights and they like to do stuff like
just
that.
do it in there.
It's still fun.
No, I'll say this: I could beat the Predator, but I don't think I could beat the robots. I don't want to fight the robots.
RJ, serious question: do you think you can beat the biggest Predator from 2018, the 2018 one?
I feel like do I have like brass knuckles or anything? What do I have?
Yeah, okay, so like I'll give you like a sword and like a shield and stuff. Yeah.
I mean, I got a straw. That's really all I need. You know how I am. I'm good. You know, I got a water bottle and a straw. Like that's all I need.
Okay.
Easy pictures right there.
Gerald's face right now. That's my face.
I would love to see that fight.
Yeah,
I would not because it would be short.
You're right, Gerald. It'd be quick. I'd win super quick.
Hilarious. Oh, and it's funny how we mentioned how, you know, within Yautja culture, they're matriarchal. It's the same thing with Alien. The same thing with Alien. So that would be interesting. Ooh.
Girl fight. Let's do that.
The Queen would wipe out the floor with the Predators. I want to see that.
I mean, we saw what their biggest Predator looked like in the 2018 film, but we also saw what their biggest alien looked like in Alien vs. Predator.
But the biggest, because I thought the females of the Predators were like super tall, like they are a lot bigger and a lot stronger than the male counterparts. And so was the aliens are female, right? The ones that we've seen?
Yeah, most of them are female.
Queen alien and Alien vs. Predator.
Yeah, we had the Queen, we had her chained up, laying
they had, for a good reason.
Oh, wow. Okay.
But
man, I need another Alien versus Predator. I'm not done with that one. I'm sorry.
No. I love anything crossover. I love it.
Somehow, some way, they got to figure that one out.
Well, I was telling Des, like, you know, we're in an age where they are focusing more now on franchises, and I think that they're starting to at least appreciate that the fandom is there. And when you break off and like do stuff with different companies and like don't connect things, it's kind of irritating because it's like you can't like evolve your story into connecting things. So I feel like that we eventually have to see an Alien versus Predator because of the rights and because of just how things are being set up.
Yeah, but not too soon though. Let's continue on individual.
I don't want an oversaturation.
Yes,
like that's what we were talking about.
IP, because I genuinely believe, like, as much as I love Marvel, I genuinely believe, as much people don't want to say there's no such thing as superhero fatigue, I think the oversaturated market with the television shows, the movies, the shorts, all of that stuff, it just became a lot to kind of keep up with. Even if things don't necessarily have like, even if two stories don't interact, they're still in the same universe. So it's like, it just became a lot. So what I don't want to happen is they Marvel themselves and like you have to watch every single Alien or Predator or damn iRobot that comes out, in order to keep up with the franchise. I think it's good that we kind of get a sprinkle here and there.
Yes.
And some things tie together. There's Easter eggs, but like it does. I like that, everything is linked, but it's not linked.
Yeah. You want a slow burn because you don't want to, like you said, like just you want quality over the quantity. So don't do like Marvel. Yes, like they can do it because they have a universe, but still like there's a lot of quality that's being thrown out because you're just throwing in quantity now.
But that's why I like this movie the most, I think, because it's just simplistic. It's not, you have to go here, there, everywhere. Like, within Marvel, you have to have watched this. You have to, it's
a lot
into it and get the basic premise of what's happening,
Totally agree.
Whereas Marvel is like, oh yeah, this person that's super important in this movie had one line in the other movie that determines their importance. You don't understand that because you didn't watch 5 or 6 episodes of a television series to get that one character's line.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that this one in particular didn't have an extra credit scene. Like it didn't have an extra scene yet. It didn't need it. All we saw was that the mother was coming, and that's all we needed.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
And Des knows I'm big on endings too, because like if you ended like movies or if Marvel movies ended like that, it would be nice. But movies in general, though, if they end like that, you don't have to give us that much substance. Just give us excitement.
Yeah,
and that was it.
Exactly.
And you're not forced. You're not really forced to follow through on it. You can leave it ambiguous.
Yeah, and that too.
I'm a fan of the ambiguous ending because that says if you want to stop right there, you can.
Exactly.
We'll do it.
I like that.
Okay.
And then if you decide to pick it up years from now, you can do that too.
Exactly.
But you don't have to hurry up and be like, oh, part 2's in the works. Or
you don't have to have a sea of millions of Kangs screaming to the top of their lungs, and then we get back in season 2, and then it just doesn't happen. You
have to know how to shift momentum.
Yes,
especially with endings. So,
but you know what? I think that as of late, the Predator franchise has done a good job with that because even with how Predators ended, it still had something that was sort of ambiguous. You didn't really know what was going to happen, but you're looking forward to something happens if they have another property. But also, if it never happens again, it's like, damn, okay, good ending.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I think they could have made it into a 2-hour movie and just did 1 and 2, like just combined it.
I can see,
I can see that.
Part 1
instead of making a part 1 and then a part 2.
Yeah,
that's a good point, AJ. Because I think what I'm noticing now, especially on social media, I've been seeing a lot of people don't like part 1 and part 2. They just just give me one. Like
it depends, though. It depends because 28 years later, because I saw that trailer and I'm like, the way 28 years later ended did not make me want to see no second part. You know.
Yeah.
So they may be explaining things that happened on whatever after, but like I genuinely don't care now because the ending was so terrible.
Well, they're about to basically do a side quest and show you the whole other thing. I'm just like, come on.
That comes out next year, actually.
The bone trial.
But they had already shot it. That's the thing. They had already shot it.
So I'm not
crazy. It comes out January, I think, or February, something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty quick.
Right.
It's coming out pretty quick.
It seems like it would come out in January. That's when the bombs.
I feel like this is the next movie of Predator is going to come out in like 3 years.
Yeah,
it's going to be a minute before another Predator comes out.
And I hope so. I hope so
too.
Yeah, oversaturated. Yeah.
Give me some time in between.
Yeah.
Just ease into it. Take your time, do other projects, then get back to it.
One last thing I want to mention: cinematography. Yo.
Oh man.
Oh, they did well.
Like when he blew up the the Weyland-Yutani what was it, like the truck that was
Oh yeah.
Oh, the Power Ranger pose. Yeah.
And then
I've seen it in 3D.
Oh man.
I was like, that's so dope.
I've seen the movie in 3D and boy, the colors and everything was just like it was great.
Yeah. In 3D?
Yeah, it was amazing.
Oh, that's you probably like the action scenes there.
Yeah, most definitely.
I'm gonna see it 4D now. I need to.
All the shaking seats and everything. Yeah.
Mists and.
I saw it regular. I had to see with pores. Couldn't afford that IMAX ticket.
So, I saw it in IMAX.
Hey, don't bring food if you do see it in 4D. You don't want to be.
Flying all over the place. Popcorn in the air.
Popcorn is wet.
And I like the separation of Thea's body, like how she was just still able to, monitor the lower half of her body, and it was
again that was freaking me out, and I was just like,
I was waiting for her to get her damn legs back. Just put them back on.
I thought it was hilarious when it was putting them back on, and then he got knocked through the building. I was like, okay, now we've gone too far. Like,
when she was fighting though, I'm like, Are you sure you want to put your body back together? Because y'all are kicking some butt right now.
Yeah.
You guys are a good team.
Yeah. I think it ran its course for me because I was just like, okay.
Yeah, you're like, all right.
Okay. Just freaking finish mending her up. Like, please don't. And then as soon as I said, please don't, he goes flying through the building. I was like, great.
What did y'all think about Bud mimicking Deck? I thought that was cute.
I like that.
Stick with
learning.
I like that.
I'm telling you, I was not. I guess I didn't think like what. I kept saying, what the heck is this thing? Like, and then finally, when I started seeing the quills, I was like, oh, I get it now. Because at the end, I was pretty much like, okay, now it all makes sense.
I thought it was like a monkey of some type.
Me too.
I did too. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, it makes sense. Yeah.
That thing's his mother, and like Gerald said, I saw the hair on it. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. For me, my favorite kind of creature, and this is probably the saddest part of the movie when that damn slug died.
Yeah, I was sad. Yeah.
Oh, I know. Yeah.
I was sad.
Yeah, that sucks.
That hurt my heart. Yeah.
Yeah, man, they made a good team.
They did. That was hard though. The fact that he trained that thing that quick.
Oh
man, yeah.
That was pretty cool.
They just threw it away.
Yeah,
that fast.
Poor thing.
Now, what was crazy at the beginning? The last thing I'll just say is because I had mentioned this to Des too. When they had the intro when he first arrived on the planet, like I was looking around and I see like this big ass like worm.
Yeah.
Like hanging underneath the cliff. I'm like, what in the?
Yeah.
What is that? Like, we gotta get out of here.
I loved it.
Yeah. I'm dying the first day.
Same.
I'm not.
RJ, you be the first one out of all.
Surviving automatically.
Okay.
I'm surviving.
I did love.
Especially if y'all are sacrifice. Oh, I'm definitely making it.
I did love how the pterodactyl looking bird caused the
those plants.
Okay. There I would have died.
That was fire though.
Yeah.
No, it was pretty fire.
Cool. I love how she was commentating the whole thing. She's like, "Yeah, it's gonna make noise, and they're gonna shoot you."
She's like, "Yeah, it's gonna eat you alive." It's
gonna wait for you to get paralyzed, and he's gonna eat you.
Yautja may hunt alone, but you also die alone.
Right.
Yeah.
I like how she made the comparison of them being wolves.
That was hard. Yeah.
Love that. And he was like wolf and took it into action.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to do it all by yourself. You know your pack.
Yeah.
To help you.
And he's like, well, obviously come the strongest people pack, but she's like, yeah, but also you're supposed to protect your pack. Like,
But that was, to me, that was the character growth that we were looking for. Like going from I proved myself alone and all this stuff, and he went from seeing them as, like Jay said, he went from seeing them from as tools to get what he wanted to seeing them act as a family. Yeah,
I enjoyed that part. I just thought he was gonna come out with some amazing buffs. And like he was about to go crazy on this because I already knew him and his father was gonna fight at the end. That was, that was a no-brainer. But I just thought he was about to come out with some sword play, some, like some crazy stuff. And I just didn't see that. Like mentally, okay, cool. But I was more of a physical character development that I wanted to see per se.
Well, we didn't get that because to me, I felt there was a time jump between the time they defeated whatever and when he met his father, because the monkey thing had grown up.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So I think what you're saying is, had we seen like a montage of him training, which it probably didn't fit in the pacing, it probably would have made it too long. But had we seen a montage of him, enhancing his battle skills and stuff like that, I think you would have felt a little bit better about him, But I think it was just implied that he's been training for this, this amount.
Because it took him no time to kill his father.
Yeah.
No, that the fight wasn't time had obviously gone by, Yeah.
Because had he went right after, it would have been a different story. He would have took an L. Like
he'd have been RJ. So
just like he was fighting me,
but I mean, to be fair too, Yautjas are. I mean, we already know their brutal mentality, so they're ruthless creatures, and they're gonna, do whatever it takes or die, like he said.
Yeah.
So.
And I think Dad also was a little bit arrogant,
He was
going into the fight. So
he was.
No, for real.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad he died.
Get him out of here. Yeah. But overall, I enjoyed Predator Badlands. So before we get out of here, I'm gonna go around and get you guys' rating out of 10. And then AJ, if you got anything going on that you want to promote, you have full blessing to tell us what you got going on. So I'll give my rating first. I'll say I'll give this a smooth 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Okay, I give this an 11 out of 10. I was blown away. Me and Jay, we sat there in the theater and we just looked at each other and we're just like, what? Yeah.
So I enjoyed y'all's points, but for me, it was still only a 6.5.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, Gerald, it's surprising that you didn't give it higher because I thought, after watching Kills the Kills, I thought you would like something like this. Yeah. But I respect your opinion. I'm with Dez. I loved it. It was 11 out of 10 because especially the part when he was using like the I think the bones to like make a mask and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the way he just stood it up.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was just seeing the progression. It was just so cool. So 11 out of 10. I loved it. I love this movie.
I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10. Like you said, RJ, if I would have had that segment where he was training, it'd probably been an 8. So I know that all he had, like his physical strength got a little bit better, but I didn't see that. So I give it a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
That's
fair. And what do you have going on right now? What are you working on? Do you have anything you want to promo, anything like that?
Yeah, AJ, tell us where you at.
What you doing?
No, my TikTok is Popcorn Talk with AJ. I am doing a review on Dairy tonight, so I am doing that. And then I'm going to see Wicked next Saturday.
Okay.
Part 2.
Yeah.
So everybody can tune in for that. But just grinding, just trying to, get my dreams out there and do the things that I love doing. That's reviewing movies and bringing it to people and making everybody happy. And then, talking with y'all, I enjoyed this so much. So I appreciate y'all for having me again.
Absolutely, man. We love having you on. So
thanks for coming back. It's always good to link with fellow, Black content creators who share the same love of film and television that we do. And you're always welcome to come back, for whatever we're doing. Make sure y'all follow AJ. His links will be down below in the description. And thank you guys so much for tuning in. With that being said, we will see you another time. Later days.